You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Okay, welcome to the Village of Wappingers Falls monthly regular meeting of the Mayor and the Board of Trustees. Today's Wednesday, January 14th. May you please stand for the pledge.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain seated for a moment of silence. Ms. Bernice Twilliger passed away this month. She was on the Village Recreation Committee for over 20 years. Thank you.
John.
Wow.
Mrs. Travis.
Oh.
Mrs. Jane Travis, who had that very involved with the Village of Wappingers Falls and other committees throughout the county, will be dearly missed. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy.
Jesus.
Recognition, announcements, or any special events? Roll call. Mayor Huber.
Present.
Trustee McCormick. Here. Trustee Shimento.
Here.
Trustee Mosh.
Here.
Trustee Marshall.
Here.
Trustee Vanka.
Here.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Village Attorney Lindars.
Here.
Action on minutes, regular village board meeting minutes, December 10th, 25.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
There's a second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Second monthly village board meeting minutes, December 30th, 25.
Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
There's a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Authorization to pay bills as per approved warrants.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Regular session, resolution appointing inspectors of election, whereas by prior resolution, the Village of Wappingers Falls has been divided into 3 wards, and whereas it is the desire of this board to appoint inspectors and chairperson of elections in accordance with the provisions of Section 15 of the election law. Now therefore be it resolved that the following named duly qualified persons be, and they are hereby appointed as inspectors of the election for the village election districts as follows. Election District 1, Ward 1, Anne Marie Panaleo, Vinnie Fitzsimmons. Election District 2, Ward 2, Susan Johnson, Kathy Massey. Election District 3, Elizabeth Smith, Geraldine Pettit. Backup inspectors as follows: Pat Bacone and John Fitzsimmons. Inspectors to designate their own chairperson. Resolved that the above-named inspectors of election shall, prior to the assumption of the duties, file a Constitution oath of office with the village clerk, shall preside at all village elections for the ward for which they have been appointed, and shall perform all the duties of inspectors of elections provided by law until their successor shall be appointed, and be it further resolved that the compensation for the inspectors of the election herein appointed is fixed at $17 per hour and $30 for meals per inspector. for all services to be performed with the general election to be held March 18th, 2026. This resolution shall take effect immediately. I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Who seconded?
Bob. Opposed? Carried.
Discussion,
Can I make a-
$3.2 million.
Hang on one second.
John, can I make just a note also with reference to elections? The Republican caucus is going to be held on January 27th, 7 PM at the Johnson's Firehouse. That's correct, Tuesday. That's it. I'm good. Thank you.
Discussion, $3.2 million reimbursable grant, Commissioner Ensign.
You want me to come up and talk here?
Please.
Yeah, so I'm here tonight asking the board to go to the treasurer and see if we can get this grant. It's for the green sand filters. We've been working on this for roughly 6.5 years now, 7, and it's 100% reimbursable. We put up the 3.2 million, we get it back. We would like to get a ban. That way we were able to get that money back, the 3.2, and pay it right off. If we go the other route, then we got to make payments every month probably, I would assume. That's what the treasurer's doing
Yeah.
on it.
Yep.
So other than that, we met at our water board meeting and it got brought up. And Kevin, you were on the water board with me when you were trustee. Like, this is something that we
Oh, we
need
talking about, yeah.
for the filtration up there. To get all, you know,
Magnesium.
manganese and iron and manganese, that's what I said, didn't
Yes.
I? That's all I'm here for tonight.
All right.
You good? Can I go sit down?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we going to do? Are we going to try to act on this tonight? Is that what you're,
We got.
or are you just asking that the board ask for the money, the bond?
Yeah, the ban, yeah.
The ban.
We have to ask for the ban.
You have to ask for the ban with Greg. He'll send it out to
Is
the
that
bank.
something that what I'm asking is that something we have to vote on, to ask Greg to go out for the band? or-
No.
No, you would just probably have to vote on the
Oh,
bond, or the
okay.
ban.
All right.
The ban when it comes
Once-
to that
Okay,
point.
okay,
And we're looking to get numbers back at February's meeting for
right.
some things also.
Once he gets the ban, then we'll vote on it.
Yeah, you guys have to give
Yeah.
money okay,
I
absolutely.
did just have a quick question. Can you explain what the ban process looks like? I don't.
So what are you asking to do? Put this on the February agenda?
It's gonna be on the water agenda, obviously. I don't know when it's gonna be on the village board. Most likely February.
Yeah.
After our water board
After the
meeting.
water board meeting.
This is something we've been working on for a while, was the green sand filters. And this helps get the stuff that's in our water out. It's another filtration, just like the softeners. And, yeah, I mean, this time it's a grant, we're getting all the money back. It wasn't that way before.
But we have to pay it out first.
We pay
and
out
then
first, we get reimbursed every dollar,
All right.
and then we pay it off, and
That's what I wanted.
It's like a wash.
Yeah, correct, and this is something that I think the board just has to decide whether or not they want to proceed. If they proceed, then myself and the treasurer can work together on getting this thing going for our next meeting.
Missouri.
So if the board wants to proceed on that, then
You looking for a motion?
you could do just a motion of the board, just to
I'll make the
authorize me
motion
to
to proceed.
proceed on it. Yeah.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
thank you.
Carried.
You
What was the motion for?
To, get
Just bring it up to the.
bring it up.
proceed
Proceed
forward
the,
with
Go to the treasurer.
3.2 million.
Who made the motion?
bonding, essentially.
Rose made the motion.
I seconded it.
I got that. Okay, the CDBG grant application is due February 2nd. And this is a process that the county watches very closely, but we're still within the window. So tonight, we would need the board to approve the 2 projects that the village is going forward with to the grant folks. The projects would be a new roof for the boathouse and crosswalks with flashing lights, especially at the library intersection. Very dangerous.
I think all crosswalks are dangerous.
And another one up on West Main.
Yep.
Those would be the two projects that would be on the application for it. This is number one. Let me keep going. The second part of this is you have to schedule a hearing. And we can schedule the hearing for the second meeting of this month on the 28th and still be within the window of the deadline, February 2nd. So I would need two motions tonight. One, that you're approving the application for the grant to be for the roof at the boathouse and the flashing lights at crosswalks.
So I just have a quick question. I know well, basically, this is just approving, so those projects get put out for the grant.
Correct.
We're not
Correct.
approving any monetary thing, just so that way those get thrown out for those titles.
What they'll do is the county will come down and ask me for my records to show that we, the board, approved the projects for the application.
Okay.
Number one. Then they're gonna wanna see the results of the hearing,
And that's something separate.
and that'll be on the 28th. So you have open your hearing, discuss it, anybody can talk about it, close the hearing, and then vote to allow the grant writer to go forward with the CG grant,
Okay.
CDBG grant. I know it's a little complex, but they hold you to it.
That's
Believe
fine.
me, they'll be down here. I know that.
Then I'll make the motion for the approval of those projects.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Let's stay with the projects were.
It was for the roof of the boathouse and the
Which
crosswalks.
crosswalks? All I heard
All
was
right, West Main,
Street and Library.
crossing lights.
The ones that
West
don't
Main
have the
Street,
lights.
East Main Street, South Avenue.
I think they all need lights.
Crossing Community Bedford.
Won't this all be discussed at the hearing?
Right.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm
Road
just
hatching
asking.
and warning.
It'll be further discussed during the hearing on the 28th.
It's more clear than it is.
Hey, Ryan.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of the details. This was handed to me this afternoon. The grant writer's gonna be going to Florida in a week or so, and he wants to get this done. So I got it.
You know how much
I did.
the roof is gonna
I don't have the
don't have the
details on
numbers
that yet. That'll all be available on the, during the hearing.
The grant would be paying for it.
who pays for the crosswalks flashing lights?
The grant.
The grant will still,
We're responsible at the village.
The grant will cover those two projects.
Yeah.
basically, if I'm.
If you're
understanding
awarded, this isn't automatic.
The CDBG.
This is a
grant
process.
a county grant. It's
It goes to
every
people
year.
to evaluate everybody's request for that grant money throughout the county. There's no guarantee. They may say, oh, we'll go for the boathouse, but we're not gonna go for the flashing lights. Here's X amount of money for that. Or they may say you got both. Or they may say you didn't get any.
So the CDBG grant.
Save your
is-
questions, please, for the hearing. I don't have the details with me.
Go ahead, explain.
Okay, can I
Hang on,
have
hang on.
approval?
Hang on one
And
second.
speaking, can-
You explain, so I can't hear you.
So just very briefly, the CDBG is a county grant. Usually they set forth dollar amounts that are laid out in the paperwork. I have not seen the paperwork on this. So, and they apply for different things, and you can make the application. And, John is correct, there is a process for it. And I can work with John on that as well, to help, expedite that process so we can get our application in timely, because we are a little behind the eight ball, on that right now. So, it is an application. There has to be a public hearing on the projects. They vote on the project, you submit the application. If you get the grant, then you can proceed with the project. Okay?
Can we get a motion on the hearing for January 28th?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second? Second, Ray? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Bob.
Okay. The court is requesting a mediator, and they have a volunteer lined up. His name is Bill Reuter, and they would like to have him start immediately, which would be the next court session.
Can we get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Discussion sidewalk, East Main Street, former Goring Hall, trustee Vanka.
Last week, there was, they had to tie in, right? You guys had to tie in. There was some talk and complaints that our highway and our water was out there doing construction for that private, and that's not the case. I just wanted to set the record straight. That wasn't the case. They had to tie in, and that was all that was done. I've also been in contact with the highway super, who is gonna make he went and checked out the sidewalk. There's a piece of the sidewalk missing, and that's gonna be addressed, I believe, this week or next week. I believe that we're
It's
gonna-
all weather permitting. It
Right.
starts getting cold, obviously, you can't do it, but.
Well, he said that there was a special kind of cement that was used for
No, you don't-
cold. That's
you
what,
don't
that's what
want
Joe
that.
told me, so.
You don't want that. I'd bring it up with Millings, tamp it.
It is,
just
it
for
is
the-
up with Millings right now, and it's
Okay.
tamped.
That's
I told the
perfect.
contractor that they need to keep an eye on it, and I'll also keep an eye on it
Okay.
too.
I just wanted everybody to
To
understand.
let him know,
we're not-
hey, get over there and,
Right.
stuff.
But I heard some talk that you guys were over there working, and that you were doing and that's not the case. I just wanna
Not at
put
all.
those
No, they
rumors
have to-
to rest, okay?
Yeah, they had to
Thank you.
find the curb box, and that's part of
Right.
our responsibility.
I know, that's what I
No
wanna.
matter what, that's gonna settle for a while. I don't want it bored till-
Is there any way we can put, like, in the meantime, what I was thinking, is there any way to illuminate that area so people walking can actually, like, in the evening, see it?
Take
So
the signs
something-
down on the other side and put them there.
Huh?
You can take the signs down on the other side.
Is there a way to illuminate it? Yeah, that's
Well-
more private, so.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? That's,
yeah. I'll talk to
I
Max.
don't know if the village wants to
It's-
pay.
Yeah.
They
highway
got
or
the street
pay
lights,
anything.
and the millings are black, so it should be pretty.
Well, that
Yeah.
sidewalk's fenced in anyway.
Most of it, yeah. I mean, there's a small section that
Can walk by.
you can walk through now. It's not walking out the road.
I know, I really want that sidewalk open.
Yeah, same. So,
Yeah, I
I really do.
I'm preaching to the choir,
It's 2015.
Yeah.
okay?
All right?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. We have a news item for looking for interested people who may apply for upcoming positions post-election 3/18/26. This is something some boards have done in the past just to see who's out there that may be interested in a position that could be open after the election. Such a position like a planning board member, a ZBA member, water board commission, associate justice, park commission, rec commission, village attorney, village engineer, police commission. Well, it goes in there, it's not a legal notice or anything like that, it's just a notice that goes in the paper. Anyone interested in possibly having consideration for one of these positions, send your resume to the clerk. This in no way infers that whoever's in these positions today will not be in them tomorrow. It's just to see who would be interested.
It's planning.
So you have a pool, so you're not at the end and say, well, who are we gonna get now? And start advertising.
If that's something we want to do, I can edit the Google form that's on the website right now that's looking for the 2 water board alternates, and I can change that up to open all those positions up. They just click which one they want to, or check all that apply, right, that they're interested in. They attach their resume, and then I can send those over to you if you'd like.
That sounds
We
like,
talked about this, that all open positions should be posted,
Yeah, I agree with you.
so the public knows what's out there and what's available, and everybody has the opportunity to apply. Even if we already have somebody that we're okay with now, we might not have that person 6 months down the road, and we have these resumes.
Right, so I can make that a form, and then just, they check off which ones they're,
You got it, right?
Yep.
yeah.
that sounds like a good idea.
So John and I talked about this the other day, and he just wanted to get permission to move forward and finding the people and putting those positions out.
Yeah, I'm,
So,
Alright.
I'll make the motion to allow him to go ahead and do that.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
How long are you gonna hold them applications for
Carried.
resumes?
Well, I think every year, any position that's open.
No, what
should be
I'm
posted.
asking is say somebody puts in for highway or a commissioner, and you guys keep the people that are there, how long are you keeping them resumes for? A year?
I would-
mean,
I would
thought it
say a
would-
year, and then if
A year is
something,
usually what you would keep them for.
I would say keep a folder on them, and then,
because if something opens up, say you apply for the village attorney, and you say, oh, that spot, you know, might not fit your wheelhouse. How about zoning board? We all offer an alternate, just something that, like John said, we have the pool.
That's all I was curious.
I actually keep them for longer than a year. I have files in my office for every position I advertise, and I
Really?
keep it for.
I mean, if there's not
There must be
thousands of them.
15 applications for me there then, huh? Or more.
No, they threw them out.
Okay,
I know.
discussion to repair or sell the 2018 Chevy Tahoe that has a blown transmission.
Which one is this?
It's
The white one?
It's
white
the red one out there.
This is the one for the building
It's the
department.
red
It's the red
out
one?
there.
What year?
Yes.
What year?
2018.
18's the red one that
That's
Max
right.
has.
50
How many
15?
miles are it?
is 15 is the white one.
How many
That
miles?
red one might have 88,000 maybe, close? I could be wrong.
How much is it per transmission?
6,000.
6,100.
We only got one quote here, so I think we need to get another quote.
Well, yeah, but I also think that that's around what we're gonna, you know, again, we're gonna be putting good money into bad, and, you know, it's got 88,000 miles on it. It's 8 years old. So,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
at what
also-
point do
I think
we?
it's also like, you can drive those 180.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Well,
we're
he-
talking about 6,000 we're talking about $6,000 putting it into a
What's
2018
our
vehicle.
mechanic recommend?
He's using it now. The white one, the mechanic says, there's too much rust on it, and it's already paid 5,000, have the bottom torn down. He'd have to bring it back up. It's not gonna be warranted. It'll be another $5,000. He said, take that and put it out to the pastures.
I think we should,
That's 2015. It's old.
Well, let's talk about the 18 now for a while.
Well, the 18,
My,
he's using it.
yeah, go ahead, Jason.
I mean, if it's gonna last a while.
so the
I say do it.
2015, 3 years ago, we almost sold for 20 grand.
Right.
Jen was on the board back then, Kevin, we had it on Gov Deals for 20 grand, the guy bought it and then backed out, right, John? That 18 Tahoe that Max is in, you could probably put that on Gov Deals and get 20 grand for it all day long.
Well, that's what
I'll
I
bet
would
you.
like,
I'll
I would
bet you.
actually.
I'll bet you get 20
If the
grand for that.
tranny was good, I'd say so.
Well, we can sell it with, and along with the knowledge that the transmission may need to be replaced or rebuilt, but we can still get money for it,
Yeah, no
Even
doubt.
if you
Both
got
of them.
along with the
Right.
other, along with the police cars that we're trying to decide to get rid of.
Only put it on Gov Deals.
Put everything out.
Well, wait a second, before we do that, the commissioner had a company that comes and does everything, and it doesn't cost us a thing.
What company's that?
So AAR Auctions, they're out of Pleasant Valley.
Oh, they take the old cars?
No,
They advertise for the auction, they come and perform the auction, they list all the property, and then
Right
they
there.
take, their fee comes out of the back end.
Yeah, usually it does.
Does it?
That's
the same one we used for the last one, the last trucks and
That
the last
seems to
stuff
work
we
pretty
used.
good,
He'll come
right?
down to the police department and out in the
No,
parking
we use
lot.
that
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Make sure they get the right ones out.
All right, so let's
is there a big?
get ahold of that guy.
Pleasant Valley.
But are we,
Right in Pleasant Valley.
Yeah,
Why don't we do that? You
Well,
got
why-
two, and there's-
hold on, if we can get, if it's just a transmission, which I say that lightly, right, just a transmission, but you can pay the 6,000, you get another 100,000 miles out of the thing, a thing goes here or there, you have that car for a while, right? I mean, the car doesn't get so much use where you're putting 100,000 a year on it.
Mac's still using it, so, but he goes easy.
No, I understand that, but that's what I'm saying is that.
Yeah. Throw the $6,000 in it and be done with it. That's what I say.
Well, you were just saying to sell it, weren't you?
No, but I did, but, everybody else is going against me and want to get rid of it. I'd rather throw the $6,000 in it and just have that for Max,
$6,000 into it.
because he doesn't need it.
If that's
Building
the
departments
cost
don't
that
need a
would-
new building.
What does our mechanic suggest? That's my question.
He suggests to throw a tranny in it.
Then that's what you go with. If he says if the car's gonna last a while and it's $6,000, it's only an 18 for crying out loud. It's only got 83,000 miles.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm asking what the mechanic says.
good money
That's what
into
he
bad.
said,
I mean,
throw a
it's
tranny.
less than 10 years old.
He'll pick it up and he'll be.
How about
back
we get a
tomorrow.
formal,
I would, yeah, absolutely. If we can get just before
well,
we
we have a
go,
formal estimate for one person, from one place. And because of the amount of money, we do have to go
Here's the
for our
problem, though.
procurement policy.
But here's the problem.
And check 2 other
You
places.
just gave the number for the estimate out to the public.
But I
So
want
how
to
is that
get-
gonna be a fair, it's gonna be fair.
It's
to
not
the
gonna be
public.
fair.
So it's, you can't do that. He's our mechanic.
He's our guy, we use him, give it to him. Get it done. It's bad enough he takes care of our police, I mean, a drop of dime, the guy's here.
Oh, he took care of my car like that, if that's who we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
have
can
a
we
motion?
get some kind of formal decision from him as to what he suggests? Because I was under the impression he suggested we do 1 of 2 things, sell it or run it till it dies.
Which could
So-
be any
Run
day.
until it dies, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll call him tomorrow and I'll find out.
No, we need something in writing. We need something from
Yeah,
him.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
his labor's $800, so the part is a part. He's buying a part and his labor's $800. So I don't know why you would even have to bid that out. But
I put the estimate right in here.
Really?
for
Well,
you.
The
because
estimate
it's-
isn't here, yes.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Hold on, stand by.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll check with him and get something in writing over here. And we'll go from there, but
We can actually, just so that we can be fair, we could also reach out to 2 different places to get a,
I'm gonna reach out to 2 different places.
well, someplace that isn't local. You know, like maybe
someplace
Chevy.
someplace that's not watching the meeting.
Yeah,
I would take it to the Chevy
I'll make 2 suggestions to the board. Okay, first suggestion is, yes, you should obtain your quotes in accordance with your procurement policy, number 1. Number 2, if you are going to get an opinion from your mechanic,
One meeting.
hang on a second. Go ahead.
First, you should obtain some level of an opinion as to whether or not it makes sense to fix this vehicle or not. And that decision should be made. If you're going to fix the vehicle, then you should obtain 3 quotes to make the necessary repairs under your procurement policy. That's number 1. Number 2, if you're going to not repair the vehicle and choose to sell the vehicle, you would have to first do a resolution declaring it surplus, and then setting it out for auction.
If you get rid of it, yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get the estimates and I'll give them to John Carr.
Well, if you can get them to us too, that would be, I mean, I think that it's,
Get them what? I didn't hear that.
if you can get them to us too, that would be
John will email.
appreciated.
Yeah, I'll give them to
Yeah.
John, he can email them to everybody.
Yeah.
That's just the thing though, is like, if it's 6,000 to keep this thing running for another, how many years would you say?
Oh, I bet you get 3 or 4 years out of it. He's not hard on it. It didn't start slipping
Right.
until Jason took it because he's gotta get to the scene.
Well, here's the other thing. Down the road, well, I'm thinking more down the road, and that's that we're gonna need police cars, which we've been kicking down the road for the last couple of years that I've seen. Number 1, and there's no reason why we can't, sell the cars that we have now, like, for instance, the commission, what do you call it, car, the, building inspector's car, this car that we're talking about.
The white Tahoe.
We're gonna eventually need, probably in the next year or so, another fire vehicle. So, I mean,
But so then,
We-
I feel like we'd be losing a vehicle. If we lose this one to pay for
You would
another,
take mine.
what?
You would take mine.
If he gets a new
The
one.
fire department will get a new one, that third one
so
will
I'm
go
saying
into
we
the
would just be
building.
switching them out and getting the new vehicle for someone else. And getting rid of this one, as well as getting rid of a couple of patrol cars, where you would probably get a few grand to put a deposit on a car,
but the
or
patrol
pay for
cars-
it for the year.
Then do we lose
The
this
lease.
car? Do we-
Patrol cars run a lot longer than what this.
Well, yeah, one way or the other, we're gonna have to buy another car.
He could even make
Right,
that.
but why don't we start with the police,
Well,
obviously.
cause it's got 88.
All right, so we're gonna get 3 estimates on this.
Yes.
I'll get 2
Can I
more,
just say something?
yes.
I just want to clarify something. I think we all know who we're talking about when who was looking at the car. And this is kind of the reason why he gave the options that he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Either fix it, you drive it till it dies, or you sell it.
right,
Either one is fine with him.
right.
It's your decision to make.
Yeah.
So So I just wanted to clarify that.
No, he didn't
Your
push
options
nothing.
have been given.
You don't have a magic wand?
So those are your three options. You want to go ahead and get your bids, do whatever it is that you need to do. But on his part, I just wanted, I don't think, he doesn't have an opinion either way.
Yeah,
Those are your three options.
No, you don't have
You
any
either
skin
fix
in
it,
it.
that's how much it's gonna cost. You let it run, or you sell it.
I think what we're asking is, what I want to ask him is, if it were your car, what would you do?
No?
That's what I want to ask him, because I believe his professional opinion.
He'd go to his
You
driveway,
want me to tell you
he'd
something?
go to his driveway and get another car. 'cause
He
he's
just
got
put
about
he just
five-
put a tranny in my car last year.
Okay, well, yeah, I've driven with you. I bet you did need one. Little Miss Leadfoot.
Yeah, yep, moving on.
Trustee Marshall, you're gonna get a,
Yes.
All right, moving on.
all right.
You're talking about your car, you don't just go around the building.
Yes, sir.
Approval temporary deputy court clerk.
Yeah, no, I understand what, yes, I do understand what you're saying.
Maximum.
My car is a 2020.
Jeannie Downey, trustee Vanka.
What?
We moved on.
Deputy court clerk.
Deputy court clerk.
Oh, Jeannie Downey has left the court. She's moved on to another job. However, because of that, she's also offered to come back 5 hours a week to help train and help in the transition. So I want to make a motion to hire Jeannie Downey no more than 5 hours a week at the rate of $50 an hour.
Yeah,
Correct.
because
Per diem, temporary.
5-0?
5-0.
what's
Has she already
happening is,
resigned?
yeah, but
Yes.
what's happening, she found another job, but she's certified, she's fingerprinted, she's with the county, so there's a lot of things, you just can't cut her loose, there's nobody else in there that's qualified like she is. They'd have to go through the whole routine, get fingerprinted, and then go up to civil service, not civil service, but Poughkeepsie and get the whole rigabagoni done.
Well, then you're gonna have to do the.
Well, that's,
We gotta do it anyway.
she's here to work with us until we do get this
Same
done.
situation when we
Right
needed
now,
help
we're in
with the treasurer.
violation, right
She's-
now, we're in violation by not having somebody there to take.
She's offered to come in during the transition so that the other people can get trained because she has been here longer than the other people that are in the court. She knows a little bit more and she's willing to come in and she's offered that.
Same
So-
thing- It's the same thing we needed when the treasurer came in and we needed some assistance.
Right.
It's gonna be the same situation, temporary.
Where's the?
I make a motion that,
We have a motion on the floor.
I'll make a motion that we hire,
Hold on a second.
I would just
Trustee
like-
Chimento's got a question.
Yeah, I would like to just
Yes.
talk about it a little bit.
okay?
Where is the $50 an hour coming, like, I feel like that's a lot for,
It's coming out of
Is that what she was?
the court system.
no.
That's what she's asking for and I think that that's worth $250, at the most $250 a week. Who else are we gonna get to come in here and train somebody? It's what we gave. What?
Is that math right?
No, $100 a day. What are you talking about? $50 an hour, no more than 5 hours. No more than 5 hours a week.
5 hours, okay.
Jesus, you got me scared.
I'm like, whoa.
Coming out of the court's budget.
Do we know how much is left in that line that we can do that?
Well, her paycheck was in there as a
For the rest of the
part-timer.
Oh,
For the
That
rest of
hasn't,
the year, her
we have
salary.
not, this is not gonna be, this is only a temporary thing. According to civil service, we can only do this for at maximum 6 months.
And we have applications upstairs?
Yeah, they're
We
going
have-
through
we
them,
have.
yeah.
You haven't hired anybody yet?
Tons.
Not yet.
Tons of applications. We'll probably have close to 80.
Okay.
So I
She's
can-
going to be training the new person that we hire very soon, and she's also gonna, she did different things in the court than the girls that are here presently. She basically stepped in as the court clerk, even though she was an assistant court clerk. So there were things that she was responsible for that the other people do not know how to do. Now that she's gone, somebody's gotta pick up her slack and know how to do those things. That's what she's willing to come in and show.
And the new person,
Huh?
I said, they're doing the training all along.
yeah, but the new person has to go up and get fingerprinted, they have to be certified in Poughkeepsie. You
Well,
don't-
we have to hire one first.
Yeah, I know, but you don't walk into that job.
No.
Okay, Rose made the motion, yes?
I made the motion, Rose seconded.
Rose made a motion,
I seconded that.
seconded by trustee Marshall.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Get it done, we talked too much
Carried.
about it.
Mayor, Board, that concludes the printed section of the agenda. Do you want to open it up for,
Anything, anybody else on the board got anything before we open to the public?
I'd like to know
Okay.
if the snow ordinance is working out.
It's not.
It's not working.
No, it's not. Are we gonna go back to the way it was?
I want to.
That would be, no. It's ridiculous trying to come down West Main Street when the cars that are parked there have never left. And the snow plow gotta go like this. So then you have this snow on the curb and everything. And these cars now are parked out halfway in the lane.
That's right, because they're not removed. Let's cancel this deal that was.
Get it on the agenda
Go
for
back
next
the old
month.
way. If it wasn't
To
broke,
rescind it.
don't fix it.
That's right.
That along with our parking lots also. We have to get our cars out of the parking lot so we can maintain them parking lots also.
So,
Yes,
Well, that's
snow.
what it was.
John, let's put it on the
It's
agenda
a mess. You had to do that
Next
even with the snow ordinance.
Yeah.
to rescind this motion.
But the
Bring it
ones
back
on
the way
the
it was.
streets, it makes
Yeah.
it so much harder for the highway
Snow ordinance?
people to
Bring it
try
back.
to take
It wasn't
care of
broken.
everything.
We've got pictures of my street.
Attention.
They took
We have to
pictures
change the
last
local law,
week
so we
at
have
the,
to-
at the workshop. I got pictures of a car on my street. I watched it.
Winter will be over.
And you know what? They don't care if they get a ticket.
Well, maybe they need something else. Tow the cars out of there. I thought they were.
Well, I
supposed
think
to
it
tow
should
them.
just be,
Last
yeah,
year they were
Well,
supposed
we,
to tow,
what
but
what
nobody
was,
towed them.
Commissioner, what was the thing with, we needed an impound lot for that?
No, we don't need one.
Oh,
We got,
Benefit the village if you did have.
oh, because then we could try, okay.
That's why they don't care because you have to tow them.
see, what they're doing is paying $30 for the tow when it's $400 to park your car, so they'd rather pay the 30. So if we make the, if
It's
we
40,
make
I
the
paid
towing $400 starting, they're not gonna pull.
Towing your car.
Who's towing your car for?
No, I think that's the ticket.
Is it
Go back
currently in
to
the
the old
law
ordinance.
that we can tow them?
Yes.
Go back to the
Yeah.
old.
Okay, so if we start towing them, they're gonna stop parking there, so start towing them.
That's what we said last month.
I think we've been saying this for the last 6 months.
Tell our
So
tow
why
truck
can't we just
operators,
repeal
all
that?
the trucks ready.
You say you have pictures and Main Street was all snowed in. So it clearly says that they need to be removed
Yeah.
before it snows and then be not there
Yep.
until a certain amount of time after.
24 hours.
Exactly.
24 before,
So we're
24
we're
after.
shooting down and bringing away something that you just changed without following
Your own
Procedure.
through on your procedure in the first place. It's not working because you're not doing the right thing to make it
Yeah,
work.
but
But the
they're,
thing
they're
is,
ticketing the
Jim,
cars, it's $30. To park, it's $400. They'd rather pay the ticket.
I was
Ticket
against
and
it to
tow it.
begin with.
He's got to tow
If
it.
you tow
The
car,
the sign reads ticket or towed. So if you just tow a car, that's it.
It's not a $40 ticket to tow a car.
No happen
Somebody
again.
with 6 tow
And they're
trucks.
not gonna do it again.
Yeah, I say
They're
get
not
all the
gonna
tow
do it.
trucks every snowstorm and just
We
keep
said
going.
the same thing last month.
Yep.
Keep towing them.
just keep repeating everything over and over and over.
Look at Franklinville, it's clean, even Jay was on.
Tow it before the storm and stuff, the warning and stuff.
The warning goes
I don't
out,
like to
the warning goes out that you're not supposed to be parking before the storm starts.
Right.
This worked for the town.
It does, it goes out on the website.
Next year, rescind it and take the law.
Exactly, they need to be told, because they think if it doesn't.
If I got my car towed, I'm not gonna do
Is that
that.
hourglass done?
Me,
3
even though I
minutes.
know they really keep.
yeah,
All right, moving on.
all right.
All right,
Charlie, please step up here. Good yourself.
Hope you had a good holiday. Sorry about our Christmas tree.
Yeah.
But this isn't something I really got up here to talk about. But I want to tell you, the Christmas tree, the squirrels ate the wires, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering why that happened, because it happens in my yard too. I always had extension cords, never got eaten, but now they get eaten. So I looked it up. And what's happening is they stopped using this is what I read online. They stopped using petroleum products when they make these, manufacture these extension cords and wires. And now they want to eat them because it doesn't taste like petroleum anymore, I past.
Made with soy.
So, yeah, there you go. So that's the problem. That's why it happened. It hasn't happened in the past. So I have a few things. I hope you let me finish the things I have to say. I got to tell you, my head is spinning because 35 minutes into this meeting, you've talked ad nauseum about a $6,000 car repair and a $250 a week job. But at the last work session, you approved a $5 million bond with no discussion at all. It drives me crazy the way this village works. But anyway, I just want to read a short thing about the bond.
Don't forget, that bond was approved in 2000.
No, that bond was approved last meeting.
Yeah, but the whole
Can I
bundle
speak?
of $21 million was approved
let him finish.
in 2021.
While it's understandable that the board has the legal capacity to take action during public meetings, the manner in which that resolution was handled raises significant questions regarding the transparency and public notice. My objections are based on the following points. A lack of public notice. The bond resolution was notably absent from the meeting agenda that was made available to the public. Under New York State Open Meetings Law, Section 103E, boards are required to make agendas and proposed resolutions available at least 24 hours prior to the meeting to the extent practicable. As a bond represents a long-term financial obligation for the taxpayers, the omission from the agenda prevents residents from viewing the fiscal impact before the vote occurred. Number two, procedural appropriateness. Work sessions are traditionally reserved for deliberation and study. And that's been said from that side of the podium many times, that the work session is not a voting meeting. But in this case, it was. Moving a major financial commitment to a vote without prior public listing restricts the community's ability to provide input on how their tax dollars are being leveraged. I asked for a request for the voting requirements. I requested a formal confirmation that the resolution met the supermajority two-thirds voting requirement for bond authorizations. When I watched that online, the meeting, all that was said is all approved, all in favor, aye. It wasn't even asked if anybody was against it, and there was not a roll call vote. So how do you know that that was a majority vote?
Hey, Charlie, can I tell you something? Where were you in 2020?
Can I figure this out?
When this money was allocated for this board.
Well, you know something, Trustee Marshall, you should have explained that. You should have explained that at that last meeting, not try to backtrack now.
So I'm not back.
Matt Alexander was not on the board when this, Mayor, can I just finish what I gotta say?
Let him finish.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, you're running your mouth, don't know what you're
Hey,
doing.
watch how you use the Lord's name.
You hear what I said?
Let him finish.
Get the
No.
facts straight. Stop listening to other people that.
Oh, I don't listen to anybody, Bobby. I FOIL records, and I listen to the documents. But please, don't let me talk to him.
I know who you listen to.
Okay.
Used to be worse.
Public record referendum rights. I asked for clarification on whether the bond is subject to a referendum, and if so, requested to confirm the date, blah, blah, blah. But can I ask you, what's the official paper of the Village of Wappingers Falls?
Official paper?
Yeah. When the notices go out, what paper do they go in?
Southern Dutchess.
Well, this one went into the Poughkeepsie Journal. Did it go into the Southern Dutchess News? Do you know? Because I have the bond resolution. It says Poughkeepsie Journal.
2020, you got the resolution in 2020, what did it say?
Bobby, we're not talking about
What
20.
did it say? But that's when the bond came out.
Another few months, this will be done.
Listen, that's when it came out, what don't you
It
understand?
should have been. It was not in the Southern Dutchess. Okay, so
I think the Poughkeepsie Journal is a secondary paper.
secondary.
Yeah.
But so when we look at this bond resolution, it wasn't on the agenda. Okay, it was done at a work session, which shouldn't have been done. It was not posted in the official newspaper, which all the other ones are. It's like,
I can explain the agenda.
but it doesn't matter explanations, because you know
No,
why?
I understand.
Because the agenda, there's no agenda tonight online.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just don't talk to me. Just ignore me.
That's not what I said.
I just,
Maybe it'll go away.
But here's the thing. Yeah, believe me, I am. But it's like terrible. The lack of transparency that was from that $5 million bond resolution, but 35 minutes here talking about a $6,000 car repair. I don't think that bond resolution should go through. I think you should redo it the right way. I don't know why we have an attorney who allowed it to go through with all those
Just for
improprieties.
Information, though, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Okay. This was addressed at the open water board meeting. Anybody could have attended. When I was there on the 12th,
That's very
It was
good,
there.
but the water
I'm
board
just
isn't the
letting
people
you
that we
know.
voted in to oversee our finances in the village of Wappingers Falls.
Well, it was.
That's you
because
7
my-
people that we voted
my
in to
point
oversee it.
is- My point is, Charlie, is that you said that it wasn't discussed in public. I'm trying to explain to you that it was discussed at a
I
public water
understand
board
that.
meeting.
Thank you, I understand that. But it was not discussed in this public forum by the village board when it was passed. And it's irregular, it wasn't on the agenda, all of those things that I mentioned. The fact that the water board discussed it, nobody goes to the water board meetings, we all know that. All right, let's move on from that. I have one other thing, a couple other things. In December, I posted an item on my community forum, which has 2,000 residents, mostly village residents, town, people of town, Poughkeepsie, Wappinger, and here. And I pointed out that the police raise, that has nothing to do with the fact they deserve a raise now, it has to do with transparency and openness. And I mentioned that the amount for the retro checks equaled $196,000. At the last meeting in December, I believe it was Mrs. Rogers asked about that $196,000 and was told by this board that it was $160,000 and that my figures were wrong. And it was brought up by one board member, but he said, isn't that right? And that one other board member came forward and said it wasn't. So one of two things.
I should have. There was 200,000 in the line for the police.
So
Or the retro.
So they said it's 160. My thing said 192. So the board is giving false information. There's two things that could be. Number one, you're misleading the public, or number two, the members of the board don't know how much they're spending. Because how do I know as a citizen? I got the numbers directly from the treasurer. I went to the treasurer. How much was it? I got the payroll, 196,000. But you people on the board, and you don't even know, you're $30,000 off with your guesstimates?
So can I,
This is serious business. This is financial oversight of our tax dollars. What are you doing?
can I explain this real quick?
I knew what.
I understand why you didn't put it on the.
I should have said it, Charlie. I knew what was in there when I
Exactly.
went to negotiate. I should have opened my mouth.
I agree, and that's what I'm
He was
saying.
wrong when he said it.
And that's what I'm saying. You all knew it was wrong. You should have known, and somebody should have said, no, that's not right. It's 196.
I'm sorry that I didn't know.
But that's my reputation. That's, you're making me look bad, and I had the right information. And I'm not a board member, but I get my facts down. So when I come up here and talk, you can all say stuff and whatever, but I got my facts down when I come up here. So I think really the board needs to clarify that was the number, and my figures were right.
Your
So
figure.
people know when they come to my website, they know they're getting the right information.
Your figure was right, and we still have the lowest paid police in Southern Dutchess.
I said it doesn't have to do about the amount,
I heard that.
okay? I said
heard
that. So then don't throw that in there.
Well, we worked with
Because you
what
don't,
we
you
had.
should have gotten, well, you want to talk about that contract, I'll talk about, I know a few things about police contracts. You want to talk about it, the way it was negotiated? I'll be glad to do that with you. I know, I don't want to go there. Okay, yeah, so the agenda was blank online today. I looked at it before I came here, so they might not even tape it because there's nothing on the agenda. So on the website, you have a blank agenda.
All right.
We're going to have an agenda on there.
I didn't get this agenda. This is the only one that I got was the one.
With the upcoming voting, I would ask that the board or the village clerk limit the number of authorized ballots to 5 per person. The last time we had a village election here was for mayor. There were people with 200 authorized signatures for one person. 200, they were authorized by voters to bring in 200 ballots. That's an abuse of the system. I think the village should come up with a part, because you said village elections, you can make your own rules. Well, the rule should be limit of 5 per person, and let's keep the election fair.
You talking about early voting?
I'm talking about the early voting ballots
Right.
that were last time the subject of a whole bunch of problems.
Early voting ballots for villages. There is no set amount. There is no set special day for people to come in and do that.
Right, I'm talking about the authorized agents, I think it is, where
Agents.
one person goes door to door and gets people to sign off, and then,
The way we've handled,
I understand how it's been handled in the past. What I'm saying is you always tell me that you run the village elections, you set the rules.
I run the village election according to election law.
Well, when I called the Board of Elections about this last time, they said it's inappropriate, that that's not the proper use of what that's for.
I called New York Conference of Mayors
Yes.
every year. That's who I go by. These are election attorneys. That's what.
That represent mayors.
Their conference.
That represent the Board of
but
Mayors.
There's a group of attorneys that are specialists in different.
So you think this is right, that somebody should be able to bring in 200
Doesn't
ballots?
matter what I think. I go by the law.
Do you have a specific law that you're quoting or citing?
I'll have to look into it. I don't think there is a law, but it's my understanding from what I hear is, because there's a lot of improprieties, a lot of different ways things are done in this
In
village.
November elections for non-villages, they have certain days, certain windows of time where people can do early voting. I like that, but that's not,
It was the authorized agents. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. It was abused by everybody in the last mayor's election except for
there is
me.
no number, let me make this
You don't think
very
it was?
clear, because this came up
Yeah.
2 years,
Of course you know.
2 years in a row. 2 years ago, I was accused of allowing too many people to go on vacation. Absentee ballots. One resident said, I allow too many absentee ballots. Well, I'm not gonna tell people you can't go to Florida because you gotta be here. I'm not gonna let you have an absentee ballot. Cancel your Florida trip. I can't do that.
But we're not talking about absentee ballots.
It's the same thing for early voting. It's the same process, just 2 different applications, 2 different ballots.
It's actually not. I mean, that's why there's 2 different things.
Well, I'd rather you said you disagree with me than tell me I'm wrong, okay?
Well, an absentee ballot is not the same as an early voting ballot. It's
They are
absolutely,
very similar.
they're very similar, but they're not the same.
Well, that's what I said. No, I'm not changing anything.
I didn't think you would.
The process works.
It's working for you, right, John?
It works. Works for me.
Is that because you lost?
Yeah, more Charlie?
$53,000 raise. Is that because you lost or?
All right, anybody else?
I'd like to know, is the village taking down the water tank on Hillside Avenue? Is that coming down?
We're unsure yet. We're not sure yet.
At some point in time, it has to come down.
Why? Is it in danger of collapsing? What is the reason to take it down?
I can speak to that.
Okay.
So the USDA grant that Charlie was speaking of.
That we just were going out to get.
Loan.
Loan, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Rough crowd tonight.
Who's paying for the loan? We
The
are.
village.
We are?
Yes.
I say leave it. Leave the tank.
Uh,
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
That's totally up to the village
Finish
board.
that. Finish.
Believe me, I think it will sit there another 100 years, but it's gonna be like roughly 500,000 to knock it down. But trustee Maash, had dealt with some of this, so I can only speak on yes, we may be taking it down or we may not. So I can let trustee Walt talk about that.
Like Kathy said, is it ready to collapse? Is
No.
it-
No, not even
It's
close.
not ready.
Not even close.
Oh, it's just.
We want to use the site for a cell tower,
For what?
a cell tower.
A cell tower?
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, like,
The
you know the one you
the reason why is that the windlass tank has to be rehabilitated
Okay.
by the Department of Health. We've got to do it.
That was what.
That has antennas on it already. Those antennas have to come off, which we get rent for. Okay? What's gonna happen is that I'm in contact with a company right now part of the agreement is to take the tank down and erect the tower up there. So basically, you wouldn't see any money coming out of our pockets to take it down, and we would be getting a rental for the tower to go up.
They're willing to pay to have it taken down?
We're in negotiations with that right now.
Is that to take the tower right down to nothing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just that it's been there
Hundreds and
Right.
and it's nostalgic.
Can John answer that?
It's been there forever.
Yeah, no, it serves no purpose now other than just being there. All right, and that's the whole thing. We can
I
actually use,
guess we're getting all this.
we can use the space.
For
for the
yourself.
tower.
Go ahead.
Just a quick thing to ponder. The hillside tank has been there for quite some time. I've seen photos from 80 years ago, and that tank is still
It's
there.
over
in those
100
photos,
years.
right? So, so it's has historical, I guess. It had some great advantages, those that enjoyed this Christmas star, etc. But it also is a massive liability. And I don't think that the village residents should have to pay if, God forbid, something occurs from that tank, whether it falls down, pieces of it fall down, somebody falls off of it. All of those, God forbids, would end up costing the village taxpayer a massive insurance issue in the long run. So do we leave it up, or do you take it down, erect possibly a structure that may actually help and actually make revenue possibly? So that's things to ponder.
I would
Thank
be,
you for giving me that answer.
I would be for it if you made money.
Okay, question, John?
No, just an observation is, why weren't these things explained last meeting when you did the bond resolution, and give an explanation like that, so we didn't wonder why they're taking the tank down? It's just a matter of
Because we
communicating.
rely on our water board to do this for us and our engineers. That's
What's
what
that?
they're there. I said, because we rely on our water board and our engineers to do this work for us.
Right, you do, and then you're the liaison to bring that information back to the people. You can't expect your public to attend every one of those meetings.
Then we're
You
gonna
voted
have,
on
then
$5
we're,
million.
then we're gonna have to discuss everything that goes through planning and zoning.
No, when you pass a $5 million resolution, you should tell us what you're spending the money on, not just everybody keeps their head down and you vote, and you don't even take a roll call. The whole thing was inappropriate.
It was roll call, should have been.
I just also want to be another voice for those to ponder on. The 5 million, we're only paying for what we borrow of the 5 million.
Out of the 21.
So if this project is a go to take down the tank, then we will borrow whatever the cost is, or possibly have somebody else pay for it, such as the company that Mosh is dealing with. And it might not cost the village anything, so that's not going to cost anything at all to do this. But we have the ability now. That's all I want to say.
The reason it's 5 million.
And it doesn't exactly cost us.
Charlie,
Yeah.
do you want to know the reason it's 5 million? Because the 20 million point 2 grant was made up, bond, was made up into 3 different things. You either take 5, you take whatever the next big one was, or you take it all. We had no choice but to get the tank fixed that the Board of Health wants fixed, so we can continue using water. I don't care where the water comes from, the tank has to be fixed. We needed the money.
I understand that. And I would have liked to have heard that talked about when you passed the bond resolution. I would like to see the bond resolution in the agenda. I would see the bond resolution.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble, but the reason the bond,
what you're saying is,
the bond went so quick, so fast that night is because it had to be in the next day.
And that could have been said that night. It was just a complete disregard for any rules.
Well,
it doesn't matter. It was done is done.
The
I think it was
meeting,
wrong.
the meeting was publicized. John, you put it in 5 places. It was up
The water board meeting.
No.
This has been going on for 7 years. We've had this money for roughly 6.5 years.
The money opportunity.
Yes, the money opportunity was there. We could have borrowed it all and put the village in 35 million in the hole, but we took 5 million to do projects that needed to be done.
That's all people want to know. They want to know what's going on. People want to know. And now we know.
We might be able to make money with what trustee Mosh is talking
We
about.
didn't know that.
I'll say this once again.
Forever money.
Just as a quick, if anybody has any questions about anything about the water relation, give the plant a call, 845-297-3787. I'll be more than happy to, as calmly as I am speaking now, to calmly answer questions on the phone as to the status of certain things.
Kath, that would be speed dial 2 on your phone.
2 things.
I
First of
already
all,
got him in my phone.
it's not so much about the $5 million
And you.
bond, it's about the procedure and the way that it's gone about.
I understand that.
Number 2 is, what is our current debt in the village? Because it hasn't been updated on the
What
state
do you
page
think
since
it is?
2022.
What do you think?
Well, I'd like to know what it is.
Well, you said you would come with your numbers.
The last time in 2022, okay, I see you trying to put this.
No, I want to know what the public thinks it is.
Well, the bottom line is because the village hasn't done their financial reporting, nobody could know what it is.
I agree.
And it should have been done. It hasn't been done since 2022, but everybody around us is up to date. For some reason, you're not letting us know that. So the fact that people ask questions.
Unfortunately, we couldn't keep treasures over the past 6 years, so.
Look in the mirror, because that's the board's problem. But it still doesn't matter. Hire a company. We don't know since 2022 what our finances are in this village, or the debt. So I'd like to know, you know what the debt is?
From what I'm told today, it was under 15 million.
14 and change.
And is that the village and the water?
3.3 on the water.
Somebody should tell, well, then you paid down a lot, because in 2022,
It was up there in 2022, it came down a lot.
$21 million.
well, then you shouldn't have got rid of Lori Java, because she paid that down a lot of money.
She has
No, because the $20 million
That's who I'm insinuating, that you're
Oh, yeah.
$20 million on the
getting all your info.
What did we decide on, the snow pile?
You showed me that last.
Wait another month.
If you wanted, if we gotta change the law, we gotta amend the local law. We have to get rid of that law, so it,
Can we do it tonight?
no, we can't.
We gotta have it legislative.
So I think the question is we're just gonna have to go out there and just tow the cars. That's it, just tow them. You wanna park in the street, tow them.
This year,
Yeah.
or you wanna go back?
If the board chooses to do so, then.
Well, 20 minutes.
You wanna know the reason why the budget?
Well, we said that it was
Wanna
a
know
lack
the
of,
reason
it
why
was a
the
lack of
budget was
enforcement.
low? Because your Lori Java left us with $600,000.
Well, to Jen's point though, we say that we did,
Listen, we got one meeting here.
There's 5 million we just got.
we didn't take the proper measures, right? We just said, don't do that, and we never put the consequences out. So that's something that we should, obviously,
There was some.
Don't do what?
well, the towing is what I'm saying. Besides the tickets,
Our officers in one day on that snow day wrote 192 tickets on snow.
So getting some revenue?
He doesn't know.
Well, that's up to the court. We wrote the tickets.
Hi.
I just want to speak on those tickets because I heard we don't have to pay that. And nothing goes towards your driving Amtrak, nothing. So why are we giving tickets if we don't gotta pay them?
What do you mean you don't pay?
That's what I was told. You, then parking
Jason.
tickets, I heard. No, that's not what I heard.
you have to pay them, whether they do or don't.
I hear if they don't, nothing happens. That's what I'm getting at. So why are we wasting our time? Tow the vehicles.
Tow the cars.
That's what we're saying, is that we
Oh,
should
then,
start
yeah.
taking it and doing
Tow
more
the
extreme
car.
measures.
Boom,
and start
done.
towing.
One tow, they ain't never gonna park there again.
I would
100%.
recommend,
This is why.
I would recommend reading the local law on that. You might find out it's a slightly different answer.
I don't park on the streets, I don't care.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Drive down.
All right, John?
Just one last thing. It's debatable as to whether to keep the existing law or to go back. And there's a lot of consequences. I understand why some have wanted to change it. And I understand that whether we can enforce certain things, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's definitely something that should be brought up. And I can go give my own personal list as a fellow employee that does plow snow and has been doing it for quite a few years. And maybe we should have a meeting about it or consider it at the shop. Meeting?
Whatever we do
Something
now,
you
we
guys-
can't, whatever we do now, we can't get it done before the end of winter.
Yeah, but see,
So, we should.
But we should be talking about it.
yeah, but it
Yes.
was not broken
That's all
years
it was.
ago. Why are you messing?
Because we never really got snow in January and December, if I'm not mistaken. This was the main
Yeah, but-
reason this law
We can discuss.
was
This,
changed.
this law got changed because Cavazzini did it in the town.
Well, I don't care what the town allotment is.
Is he sitting on this board?
No, but
Did
that's
he
the reason.
change it?
I was not here when it changed, but Cavazzini changed it, so then we gotta change it. I don't
You
want
don't
that.
have to change it. You
No,
don't have to.
it wasn't broken.
The
Why?
board brought it up, they changed the law, and that's it.
Right.
Can we
If the board wants to bring it back to the old way it is, then the board brings it back to the old way. There's no other way around it.
Cavazzini because
We can't blame another town.
Can't point
It's
fingers.
our issue, the board voted on it, they made the law.
I believe that from now until
Nobody on
the
this
end
board
of
voted on
April, right? That's when it goes in, or
That was
April
done
1st?
before us.
I think from now until then, it should be enforced to the fullest extent, and the cars towed, and see if that works.
So we've talked about it, and from here on out, we're gonna be in communications with the police department
Okay,
for tickets and tows.
okay.
We're
And then
trying
we'll
to, we have to
see-
figure out the way, that, you know, but
Right,
obviously.
we'll be able to assess better after that's actually, like Jen said, once enforcement has been actually put in place, we'll be able to judge where we are then as to whether to stay with it or change.
Anything else? Anybody else? We beat this
Nobody's
one.
got tow trucks.
Okay, we
I would-
have, can we have a motion to allow Commissioner Fisher to enter the executive session?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed?
Can we also
Carried.
make a motion? Can we also
Can I
make
have
a
a motion to
motion?
go into
Hang on a
executive?
Whoa,
second.
whoa, 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 whoa. Can we also invite, Ensign into executive session as well?
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make that motion.
And a second?
Second.
You got Don first.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Opposed? Carried.
Lydia's going in.
I don't understand this one with Ensign.